Coach, how's it?
Number one PhD.
Good, good. Let's get right straight into it. There's an issue, a rumor of Rele Mofokeng. Hore ba mmatla ko Barcelona B. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, for me, Steve, Konje, how old is really 20?
Yeah, he's 20.
Yeah, it's a PhD, sorry, man. It's a win or lose, man. It's a 50-50. Because for me, I would personally say, why not EPL at the age of 20?
Yeah.
You see, if you're gonna take him to B, you're saying he's going to development, right? But remember, Barcelona has a way of doing things. They put you in their B team so that they can prepare you for the A team. But with that being said, the B team is already playing as it is currently. So meaning they don't have such talent like Urile has. So for me, hence why I'm saying it's a win or loss. You can risk and say, okay, fine, go, give it a try, and then hopefully you'll go to A team.
Yeah.
But you also look at the A team. How many years are we looking at him playing at the B team? 2 years, 3 years? Because you're looking at how Barcelona is playing now. They've got one of the best young stars, Uyamal.
Yeah.
He's 18.
Yeah.
Release 20.
Yeah.
So you're taking our star here in South Africa to put him down to your B team
Yeah.
because you are Barcelona. Pirates, I think Pirates is a big team in South Africa. Barcelona is a big team in Spain.
If not in the world.
Yeah, if not in the world. Because I think Pirates is one of the biggest teams in the world as well. Because the Soweto Derby is amongst the top 10. You get me?
Don't you think we are being unrealistic by saying, much as I love Orlando Pirates, I think there's a huge difference. If you check in Barcelona, their team, Spain, has won the World Cup.
Yeah,
I don't see South Africa winning with the World Cup. With all due respect, I don't see us winning the World Cup anytime soon.
Yeah, true.
I don't. They even won Euro. They are Spain to show that it's a very good country, football
That is doing
country.
well.
So I think Rele Mofokeng would be very honored just to be associated with Barcelona in anyhow.
No, true. For him to wear a Barcelona T-shirt, I think it's gonna be sort of an achievement. What I'm saying, I'm not saying he shouldn't go. Like hence I'm saying it's a win or loss. It's a risk I think he can take because hence I'm saying he's 20. Are you gonna give him 2 years in the B team for him to fit to the system for the A team? If he gets there the whole year he plays, he does not fit into the kind of play that they are looking for. What happens to him then?
I think it will build on his profile. If he has played for Orlando Pirates and has done whatever that he has done already with Orlando Pirates, playing for Bafana Bafana, obviously he will even have more chances playing for Bafana Bafana being at the B team of Barcelona. And then it means if Hugo Bruce is to call him while he's playing for the B team of Barcelona, it then exposes him to the international world of football. And then it can give him advantage in terms of, okay, let's say things don't work out at the B team.
At B team.
Obviously won't go to Chiefs after that.
He will have to go to where? Sundowns. But
No, not anywhere in South Africa. Come on.
so he needs to stay up there.
Coming from the B team of Barcelona to Sundowns.
You know what's my issue with the B team when I PhD, and I heard you talking about the national team coach. He always says, "Let's wait for the right moment and for the right team." So I think for him going to the B team for the national team coach, he might think it's a step down because I'm looking at your who's this Pesita. When Pesita went to England, he said he didn't think it's the right move because he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
But remember, he was still at the EPL level. So if we're gonna look at, we are saying Spain is a footballing country better than South Africa. But what I'm trying to say is, can't we at least then get Urile into the, let's say, a team in Spain that is playing on the same league, loan him out rather than keep him at your B team.
But do you understand that, all this aspect? If Rele Mofokeng is to play for the B team of Barcelona, and he gets to get into the senior team of Barcelona, that alone is a huge achievement for the country. It has never happened here in South Africa that we have a player who plays for Barcelona, let alone the B team.
Yeah, that's you know.
I don't think it's a win-lose.
No, it's a win. Yeah, for you it's a straight win. For me, it's not a straight win. For me, it's not a straight win. Based on that, I think Rele has matured. Rele has matured in a. I honestly believe, if Witboy can go to Chelsea, there's Roma apparently that Man United also wants to assess Witboy. You see, so this means South Africa has that talent. You see, so what I'm saying is, Rele looking at 20 years. Rele is I think he's a national team player. I think it's safe to say that.
Yeah, but don't you think that maybe, for me, I'd like to believe that they believe in his talent, for the mere fact that they want to call him into the team. They just want him to, to just get into to get used to the style of play, how they play and everything. It's the very same thing that Orlando Pirates, when they called him at Pirates from the School of Excellence. Already they had known that this boy, they need to get him into the DDC, and then obviously get into the senior team. I think that's what Barcelona wants to do with him. If he can be patient, I think it would be a good move.
Yeah, that's a good point. My hence I'm saying it's a 50-50 move. It's not a straight win. You're saying it's a, remember DDC has over 20 players. Not everyone makes it to the first team. Sometimes they get a player, they're thinking this is a player that we're going to sign to replace, just for example, Unda. You get me? He gets to DDC, he plays. Like McCarthy, the McCarthy young boy Chiefs. We've been waiting for that boy to be a starter at the first team. But he can't break into the team. Unqobo, very talented player. He can't really make his... my biggest problem is, it's like I'm saying, it's a win because he's going to Spain. He's going to learn football in a different
Spain,
way.
Barcelona.
He's going to learn
FC
football.
Barcelona.
One of the Messi, where Messi
Superstar.
played. Yeah. You
Barcelona.
See, he's going. Remember, they've got Barcelona has players that they themselves groomed, but they never really broke into the first team. You're Xavi Simons. He's one of the biggest players right now.
But Barcelona, by the way, they've got more players coming from their development.
Yeah, you get me. So if they couldn't. If they could not put Xavi Simons, Pela Xavi Simons, as we speak now, he's one of the best players in the world. You get me? But he couldn't break into the Barcelona first team.
But remember, coach, it's not about really breaking into the first team. It's about the growth that you get playing there. Like you're saying, he's now one of the best players. Meaning, hence I was giving you an example to say, if Rele Mofokeng is to play for Barcelona B, obviously he won't come back to Chiefs or Sundowns. That's why I was just trying to show you the level. He might even go on to play for Tottenham.
Yeah, but that's my argument with that move. Hence I'm saying it's a win or lose. If he doesn't make it, then we are forcing him to go to start where Club Brugge. You see, and at that time he might be what?
Isn't it a top achievement there?
Yeah, well, playing for Club Brugge, yes, it's a good. So I would rather have him now at his 20s. Put him in the Club Brugge, because it's also time. You know what is my biggest thing? Hence I'm saying I think it's safe for me to say Rele is a national team player. Just give, let's say,
but not the regular.
Yeah, but he's already in the setup.
He's being introduced. I don't think he has 5 games.
Yeah, but do you think if Rele goes and plays at the B team, will the coach still look at him at the B team as much as he was looking at him at the Pirates A team?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I beg to differ, because look at Chandri. Chandri Campbell is doing very well at the B team at Club Brugge.
Yeah.
You get me? He's young.
Yeah.
I think he's 18 as well, 18, 19. He's young. Yeah. He's doing well, but he's got a first team contract. Yeah. All we are hoping for is that he breaks into the first team.
I think I'd be hoping for him to learn at the B team and to be a better player at the B team rather than for us. Remember, it doesn't help. Even if Rele Mofokeng was to go to the A team, to Barcelona, the Barcelona, and just go stays at the bench, I wouldn't really condone it. Sometimes you need that. Hence, I'm giving you an example about the DDC that he went on so that he can become a regular. If he goes there to the B team and becomes a regular and grow and learn the culture and everything, it will be easy. I think that's their whole idea for him to break into the first team.
Yeah, that's what we are. I'm not sure if that's.
And let's also consider the aspect of money.
Yeah, no, the aspect of money is too much. We shouldn't take that away. And hence I'm saying it's a win or loss. It's a win if he goes there. He will learn as a youngster. He's 20.
He'll also get paid a lot of money. He will get paid,
yes. And football, like he will know football in a different angle. You see. But for me, it's a loss if he doesn't break into the first team. Because my biggest issue again is, why are the Spanish selfish enough to say Yamal can play the A team at 18, but our star in South Africa should be playing in their B team?
Remember, sometimes we judge things according to the leagues. There are leagues and level standards in this world.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, which team in the PSL has played the Champions League? 2.
Sundowns and Pirates are playing Champions League.
Many years ago.
But Sundowns is playing Champions League regularly.
No, I'm saying to you, the last team to play the CAF Champions League finals, not to even win it.
Or finals.
Yes, it's Chiefs. They lost to Al Ahly. Al Ahly,
Finals.
yes.
Didn't
Yeah.
Sundowns? When last did Sundowns?
No,
play?
Sundowns, they just talk too much. It's long time, 8 years ago.
Okay,
Forget
yeah.
about them. What I'm saying is, this country, we overhype things. You understand? You might even think that Sundowns is rated number 2 in the count. I mean, in Africa.
Number 3 now.
Number 2, number 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, it just depends on which data you're using.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's fine.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, we overhype things to show that as a country we are not really succeeding. The only thing that we really did well is when Bafana were number 3 in CAF, and that's an improvement. So obviously those guys, when they check the league. What are they achieving as a league? Are they winning the CAF Champions League? Nothing. Do you understand? Where was Orlando Pirates eliminated before group stages? You know, they evaluate according to that.
But don't you think, Tommy, with you saying we overhype, I'm still sticking on my argument there. Spanish are they're selfish to say they are boys. They can risk to play them in their first teams. You get me? They've got Gavi and all those things. They were not, because they were from their development. They took a risk to put them in their team.
Yes.
You see? But because he's a South African,
it's not a risk.
Then
coach,
he
it's still
needs to
the same as we can have the same qualification when we go to tertiary.
Yeah.
They'll always consider which varsity you're coming from.
True.
And sometimes it might be unfair.
Yes.
But it matters the school that you went to.
Yeah, but now it's going to, you look at, hence what I'm saying, we look at this thing, South Africa. Hence what I'm saying, for him to be 20 years and be regularly called into the national team, it's a positive for me. Because remember, for you to play in England, I think right now, even if England wanted to sign him, they can't because of his caps. There's a rule that you need to reach a certain
so you see him playing there, it's a good thing.
You see, but if he's playing in the B team,
yes,
still, he will still need his caps. So what I'm saying to
they
you,
will call him at Bafana while in the B team.
That's what I'm saying. Because of what I've seen with our national team coach, you look at Luther Singh. I think that's one of the, I don't know if he's unlucky, but that guy looked like he's going to be a deadly striker for the national team. But he never really popped up. You see,
yeah, very promising in his time.
Yeah, you see,
Lucas Singh,
but he
quality.
never, you see, he never, and he was always he was always based where in Europe.
Yeah.
So I'm worried that thing might happen to Rele. He's always promising, really talented. He's at Barcelona B. Okay, things didn't work out. He goes to Club Brugge. He's already 25. You see, and then Club Brugge has one season, things don't go well. So he will always remain like Abu Luther Singh. He was always promising, but he never really reached his prime.
But in terms of comparison, when you compare Lucas Singh to our so-called players here, he has overachieved.
True.
Yes.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, so it meaning, according to South African standard, Lucas Singh has achieved more.
But do you see he has not achieved?
But according to expectations,
he hasn't reached.
Yes, it's the same as Rele. If Rele plays maybe throughout his career at B or maybe ends up somewhere in England, he would have achieved far lot than the players that we praise here, financially and many other aspects.
You see, I think it's just that I don't know how football contracts work. If it was me, or if I had the powers like you to sit down with Ukoza down,
I wish.
I would say to him,
I wish.
I would say to Ukoza, let's get a 2-year loan deal. You get me?
Yeah.
We get him a 2-year loan deal into FC Barcelona B. You see, and then we set up targets. You see, okay, you take him, you use him. That's 2 years, remember. Meaning, by the time the loan deal ends, he will be what? 22 years. If he hasn't broken into the team, then you need to let us know or what's happening. And now, I'm going to tell you something that I think most Orlando Pirates fans, we take for granted. I'm going to talk about that guy that is not my favorite. We are lucky to have that guy because for the longest time, we haven't been able to produce the youngsters. Now we are there. We can be able to do that. You get me? So if Uboy leaves now, and then now he comes back to Pirates, I hear our coach hasn't renewed his contract, and then it's a different coach. Then it changes the whole thing. So for me, he's 20 years. It's a good move on paper. We're looking at the T-shirt that he'll be wearing. He'll be playing on the same field where Messi was training. You get me? It's a big thing. But my biggest thing is if Spain is able in our Barcelona are able to say, let's take a 16-year-old at our academy.
Coach Malapa legan.
So what are you saying about
Malapa
Pirates?
legan, chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about it, but Spain and South Africa is not the same. No. We can say.
So what you're saying is,
yeah,
what you're saying, a 16-year-old from the
Spain.
academy,
Yes, which academy?
Is better from Barcelona academy.
Yes.
He's better than Mofokeng
FC
because
Barcelona.
that's not true. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. If FC Barcelona means then
that's
Spain,
too ambitious.
then Spain would be winning everything.
Spain have won
But
the World
the
Cup.
reason why, the reason why Spain, your France, and all that.
So you're comparing a country that has won the World Cup with a country.
You see, we are getting to fight. We are going to fight again.
No, we're not fighting. I'm saying,
okay.
Are you comparing a country that has won the World Cup with a country that broke a record of not even qualifying in the group stages?
No, I'm not. I'm saying
a country.
I'm saying if
Barcelona,
Barcelona,
Bay United, man.
which
Chiefs that are a big team that are not even in top 8.
Listen.
I love South Africa, but forgive me.
No, but what I'm saying, back to the topic. What I'm saying is, if Barcelona is able to risk when a PhD to take a 16-year-old and fill them in their first team, and then they want to take our 20-year-old, put him in the B team. For me, it's them looking at us down. And it's us South Africans.
Can we prove them wrong, though?
That's why I want.
Can we prove them wrong?
I want us to prove them wrong by saying, really, I think already for the mere fact that Barcelona is interested, there are other scouts that are saying, if Barcelona is looking at this boy, then it means there's something special. If we can be patient, if we really and his, but you never know when.
Don't you know we've been over patient with this? They keep on knocking every day. Remember, this guy does
happens.
Magic every day.
Yeah, Wolves came.
No, we become patient, like you're saying. But now, don't you think a knock from Barcelona? It's like someone. I'll end up because I'm a very controversial man.
I know
it's like someone will say, "Now I'll never I'll never get into polygamy." And then Mutsipe comes.
She's going to go.
Yes. Don't you think that way?
I think what you're saying, but remember, listen to what I'm saying when out time. Remember, I said it's a win or loss. So for me, Upoy can go, will celebrate his Barcelona B team.
Dr. Patricia,
we don't know. You see, we will celebrate him playing in the Barcelona B team. But if he never breaks into that team, it might be the biggest issue. And I was saying to you, if Africa doesn't have talent as much as we think it doesn't, then we wouldn't have France having our players.
No, for Africa's talent.
We've got Spain. We've got Spain taking African players.
No, that is a topic for another day. But my point is the development, like you're saying, Yamal, it's not just because it's from Spain or anything, but it's because he was developed in a certain place with resources, like the coach was saying.
Tell me, wait. Those kind of talents, you don't develop. Mofokeng, you don't develop. They are born with that talent.
Much as he was born with it. His dad had the same genes with him. But he didn't have the luxury of development, to be as developed as him. So those development, the School of Excellence, let's give credit where it's due. His dad, let's give credit where it's due. Dugu Makanya, let's give credit where it's due. Also, Jose Rivero developed him also. You see, it depends.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying when you say the development, Barcelona. It's sometimes time, I'm gonna say something. It's a Skawara team. But sometimes people at the development level, they take credit even though they shouldn't. You see, you get a talented player, like you can see this boy is talented. You get a rare talent, a Tito. You get that boy, you put him in DDC. You play that boy 3 weeks, and then you sign the first team. You know what DDC says? We've developed that boy. So what I'm trying to say to you is, Uyamal, we don't know how long was he at Barcelona. You get me? Hence why I'm questioning. There's a boy, if you don't know him, when you get time, I'm sure sister knows, Xavi Simons.
Yeah, you're talking about him now.
Yeah, Xavi Simons has been at Barcelona from 10.
Remember?
But they couldn't get him into the first team. What happened? What went wrong?
You can know something for 10 years, ne?
Yeah.
You can know that, like what you're doing, you can be doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
But you need a FANS Wethu to expose you.
Yes.
So remember, much as you don't appreciate the grooming of Barcelona, I'm just saying.
Okay,
let's just say you said from Putin. Yeah. But the exposure is also important. When you're playing for that Barcelona B, it's an exposure, remember.
Yeah,
also.
Yeah,
not to say I'm saying Rele is playing very well at Orlando Pirates. I wouldn't really be bothered if he stays here and performs. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm just saying, can we look at it in another way of saying if he makes it?
No, you're right. I mean, having Rele playing, hence I'm saying having Rele alone, for me, if I was the agent, I would be cocky enough to say, if you're playing Rele at B team, Rele must have which is number 10. That's me. Because of why? I'll tell you why. Rele ko Pirates. This is what I said on the other interview. Rele at Pirates is not he's not treated as a youngster. You once said Rele's playing at 30. He's 30. Yes. You get me? So we are giving them a 30-year-old boy. That they are saying they go, and we are talking his football age, his maturity level is at 30 here in the PSL. You see, we're giving them that gold for them to introduce him into the first team a year later and then come take credit and say Barcelona B team developed this boy.
Yeah, unfortunately life is like that. Unfortunately, as it might be, it is what it is.
So I'm gonna say to you, are you saying right now, for me, Rele fights for starting lineup into some of the EPL teams? Hence why, like he can be into a first team EPL. Hence why Wolves invited him. They didn't invite him for their reserve team. Remember, they've got the under 20. But I think he trained with the under 20 and all that. And Rele is very matured, man. Rele is matured enough to be able. That's what I'm saying. Barcelona might have already seen what they want in the boy. They already know this is the goal.
They just want to sharpen him. And I think
that's it.
And that's what I'm saying. But I remember, Melt, it's like you having a hit song, strong track. We produce Ram Kuku, Tolorele sound, You might claim that, hey, it was good. Yes, it was good. But all those aspects are very important. Even with Barcelona, them polishing him, exposing him, and making sure that they are sure.
But you are aware where Barcelona is also robbing Orlando Pirates? Because if you are signing him for a B team, your negotiations changes.
I'd like to believe that Dr. Ivan Koza is president. Robbing and Ivan Koza.
No, but also he's signing. Also the boys.
We are talking about a man who negotiated for the World Cup to be in this country, the biggest sporting event in Africa. The Iron Jubu.
Even also as a person himself, he's signing on fee. We are signing you. We are moving you to the B team. Comparing to we are signing to the first team, the signing on fee won't be the same.
No, it won't be the same. But those signing and fee and stuff and everything, let's not talk about it. Okay. Right? They're in safe hands.
Well, in closing, I agree to disagree with you. It's a good move.
He's a dealer. He has made more deals than you can ever think. So don't worry about small contracts.
No, I'm not worried about. I'm just saying it's a win or lose. It's a win because he'll get an opportunity to. Obviously, now and then he'll get an opportunity to train with the first team, and then that's where we are hoping he will show his talent.
And even if he doesn't make it, he won't play for Sundowns.
Yeah, well, it's my biggest it's my biggest it's my biggest challenge when at time if he doesn't make it, where is he gonna go? Is he gonna go to lower leagues in Spain? But age is still on his side.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He can go to England. He can go to, he will be in Europe because the profile, the CV of saying you were developed at the
by
Barcelona. It plays a role, not only as a name. Remember, these things are being verified. You understand? We know Messi. If they can develop a world-class player like Iniesta, Xavi, you mentioned them, your Messi,
You know the story of Messi, but it's another one. Messi, they always saw the talent. They always knew that boy is good.
That's why.
But he couldn't grow.
The rest of them, they saw the talent.
Just like Mofokeng, they know.
That's what we see. But I remember we noticed by talent and then we nurture it.
But I think the only thing we can do as a nation is to pray for the boy. Hopefully he makes it. Hopefully, remember, rumors are not always true. But let's hope this one is true.
Remember.
And tell me, before we close it, I want to ask you this. So if they say they want him in January, you as an Orlando Pirates PhD, what are you saying? He must go.
If they want him in the Iron Juke,
January,
yes.
No, you.
Even if they want him yesterday.
Iron Juke gives you a contract and says, time is signed. He must leave now.
Yeah, resign. I don't know what would be under the table.
You see, that's my problem. You see, and then who's going to replace him?
No. Remember the reason why Mohaun the likes of Mohaun Kota. Remember, it was anticipated that he would go. You understand? It's just a bonus. It's just that maybe the issue of contract will not. But according to planning, Rele was supposed to be already gone. So, but
and how or you haven't heard the rumor. He's already on a radar of another team.
That's what I'm saying. That's how good the boys are. And remember, we are cooking that other side of Makanya. So you understand? I've got a PhD. When I go throughout the street of Soweto, also I noticed many Rele Mofokeng whom I can just speak and say, this is the Rele Mofokeng. 3 days is fit and he can play for Bafana.
Yeah, no. Let's hope Rele makes it.
Also for the money, Chief. Let's not
let's not talk
from
about
it,
the money. For me, when I PhD, for me, if Rele doesn't break into the first team contract, I think he would be unlucky, man. That boy is talented. That boy is matured for his age.
So you see,
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. For me, it's a win or loss. If he doesn't make it into the first team, it was a bad move.
But I enjoy him seeing him there at Escotin Sagamamizela.
Let's have him there.
Especially after he took that ball in between the legs of Bongani Zungu. I'm forever living that moment.
I just don't want to see him. I just don't want to see him move because we don't have his replacement. The coach is not ready to replace him. Yeah, let's close it.
No. The Nkota is there for that. Nkota is there for that.